thank you so much for stopping by, and if you're new, welcome. Today's video, we're talking about concealer hacks. Now, concealer is very near and dear to my heart. I want to say that I've had dark circles ever since I popped out the womb.
If you say so. Anyway.
Today I'm going to share with you a few concealer hacks that you may know about, you may not know about, but they'll be super helpful in helping you feel like you got like a flawless, just a complete look. It'll allow you to step out with a lot more confidence. Let's go. A lot of people, myself included, are self-conscious about like back knee or chest knee, and you don't have to be with a little bit of concealer. Now, the concealers that I'm using, I'm definitely going to put them down below. The ones I'm using today are all from the drugstore. The one I use for my face right now is the NYX HD Studio Photogenic Concealer. This one is so good. It's, I think, medium coverage but buildable. So I really enjoy using it without it looking too cakey. So I don't even know where this came from, but I do have a little bit of back knee. I want to say that it's not super severe. I know that there are people who struggle a lot with back knee and chest knee, but this will actually work for that. So if you can see, I have some back knee right there, just a few breakouts on my back that I'm working on clearing up. So what you'll do is you'll take your concealer, and of course you'll need a mirror. I'm using the viewfinder right now, so I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna cover the blemish just like that, right? There's one right here. Take maybe like 30 seconds and let it dry down a little bit. If you want to finish doing your makeup, you can do that while this dries down a little. Then what you'll do next is that you'll get your translucent setting powder, whichever one that was. It doesn't have to be high-end. I think I have Laura Mercier, but you can use any translucent powder, drugstore or high-end. I meant to say to make sure that the concealer is as close to your skin tone as possible. My face is actually darker than my chest, so that's why this one actually looks a little bit darker. I'm just gonna take just a regular, what is this, a small tapered brush by e.l.f. Just a regular dense brush that you use to set your concealer. And I'm just going to pat it down just so that it will stay right there in that place. Then you'll get your translucent powder. I'm just gonna take a little and put it in the top here. Just pat it off a little bit. And you're gonna set it. Okay. Depending on how dark the mark is how much concealer that you'll apply. The idea is to alternate between concealer and powder until it's completely indetectable. Did I say indetectable? Undetectable. When I tell you this stays, it stays. Through sweat, it stays. You just have to make sure you really tap it in, really buff that translucent powder in so that it does not budge. You feel more confident when you wear like something backless. It's the summertime, you wanna look cute. And sometimes, let's be honest, sometimes those dark marks can kind of take away from your overall look, right? So while we're working on it, we could cover it up. Again, this concealer is a little bit too dark, but you guys get it. See? So the next hack is if you want to go and run errands, you still want to look cute, but you don't want to put on a whole face. I'm like that pretty much every day. So what you'll do is you'll use just any old regular moisturizer that you use to moisturize your face. I have Cetaphil moisturizing lotion. And y'all, I love this lotion. It's not greasy. It's got avocado oil and vitamins B5 and B3 in it. It's so good. It gives you a nice subtle glow without looking just super oily. So you'll take your moisturizer, just get a dollop just like that. I'm going in with my NYX HD concealer, and I'm literally going to put it right on the back of my hand along with the moisturizing lotion. Okay, just like that. Then you're gonna get your brush and you're gonna literally blend the two together. You see that? Okay, and then you just apply it like you would a foundation, but you're still getting the coverage because it's a concealer that you're mixing it with, but it's so much more lightweight, especially that Cetaphil moisturizer is super, super lightweight. And look at that. You put it all over your face, then you set it with whatever normal powder, or you don't. You don't have to set it if you don't want to, but I would advise to set it if you want it to stay on long. But yeah. Look at that. It's not heavy, and it applies so nicely and lightly. It literally doesn't even feel like I have anything on. This combo is perfect for the summer. Use it, girl. The next hack is for when you have your shoulders out and you want to accentuate your collarbone and you want to have that little sexy, you know, I don't know what that was. You'll get any concealer, but make sure the concealer is 2 shades darker than your normal concealer. I'm gonna use this concealer from e.l.f., a Hydrating Camo concealer. Actually, you wanna take one that's 2 shades darker, and you wanna take one that's 2 shades lighter. So I have my e.l.f. concealer that's 2 shades darker, probably more than 2 shades. And then I'll take my NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer, and this is in Mahogany. All right, this is gonna look crazy, but you're going to shrug a little forward so that you can see where your dips are in your collarbone, okay? Right there, right there, right there, right there, and then I'm gonna make a V right there. See that? Okay, there we go. All right, then I'll take the lighter concealer and I'm gonna go right in the middle of that brown, that darker brown, like that. I'm gonna make 2 lines right here. So this is what it looks like. Very crazy. To blend everything out, you'll use either a sponge or just a regular old brush. Okay? So I'm gonna use a brush, and you're gonna blend it upwards. Okay?
Oh my God!
Now, don't be like me and apply too much, okay? Because I definitely overdid it, but I'm gonna show you in just a second once I blend it out exactly how it should look.
No, 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 no.
So, okay, I'm gonna have to redo this because that was not what it was supposed to look like. So I'm gonna redo it and I'll be right back. So I caused myself to be a little red from scrubbing so hard to start over. So, but you get the drift. Put the darker concealer here, the lighter concealer, which is basically considered like the highlight here. It'll really accentuate the shoulders. Just put the excess on the top just give you a little bit more pronunciation of your collarbone. I see a lot of YouTube makeup videos where and there's nothing wrong with this, to be clear, but they're using the liquid contour and then they go back in and set it with another contour just to make sure, I guess, that color does not go anywhere and it stays on their face throughout the day or however long they're out. But instead of doing that, just use concealer. Get a concealer that's 2 shades darker than your normal concealer that you use, and this will stay way longer than you having to use 2 different contours just to make sure that it doesn't disappear. So what I'm doing is using that same e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. This is the satin finish one, and this is in shade Rich Ebony. I'm just gonna put a little line right there. And right there. Do the same thing on this side. Little line right there. And line right there. Okay. Okay. And then I just buff it out with a sponge. This way it'll be subtle, but it's still visible. And I must say, these e.l.f. concealers stay put. I have been out and about for over 10 hours and these have some staying power. And look at that, nice chiseled cheek without being super dramatic, but still visible. Sometimes even when defining our lips with a lip pencil, it doesn't always stay. I'm going to apply Ruby Woo OG Classic Matte Lip Shade. We're going to use concealer to make sure we define our lips. Okay. So the shade is there, but as you can tell, even with the lip liner, it looks like it's just lipstick, you know? Like, it doesn't really look like it's doing any justice for my lip shape or anything like that. Of course, you'll grab your concealer. Again, I'm using the same concealer, and I'm gonna put some on the back of my hand. Not even a lot, just that much. And then I'm gonna take a nice angled brush, and you're gonna take your concealer from the back of your hand and you're going to outline right outside of your mouth. Not only does it define the shape of your mouth, but it also keeps the lipstick from bleeding outside of that outline that you created. So I'll go right outside of it. You see how sharp? See the difference? It's way better. Super simple. This literally takes 10 seconds to outline your entire mouth. I finally got on the blush train and I got the e.l.f. Putty blush. I actually featured this in my summer beauty video, and this is in the color Bali. I use this, and this one is not intense, but if you do have an intense blush, here's a trick that you can use with concealer. Sometimes it's really hard to blend out intense blush once you've actually applied it. So what you can do instead, say you have like, I don't know, one of those popular blushes out right now. Let's say I'm using the Rare Beauty blushes that everyone seems to love, right? I need to get on that. Just take some concealer on the back of your hand and take your blush. I'm just gonna use my finger and take some blush. So you'll take that and you'll add it to your concealer. Do you see how it beautifully tones down the intensity of the red? So just imagine, let's see, there we go. So just imagine if you have a super intense red or pink blush that you want to put on, but it's just, you're afraid of putting on too much, right? Simple, super simple hack that you can use. Right along with your concealer, just add a little bit to the blush and it immediately tones it down. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? So you'll take that, take the two, and then apply it directly to your skin. And you could do your W hack. I think they call it the W hack, where you put it like from here to W. Nice. It's still there, but it's definitely toned down to where it looks like your skin really does have a flush, like a natural flush. I'm definitely coming with more late bloomer stories. I'm also coming with more hacks for the summer, fall, winter, life. So also hit your notification bell so you know when I drop another video. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!